Today we are going to review my match in DSAL last week. So for those who don't know, DSAL is an amateur league where teams play against each other, 5 players against 5 players. Each player has one deck and has to win at least once. This time I was running this enhanced portal that recently got buffed thanks to Judith returning to normal. And I opened as the first player in order to try to strike the buff dragon. So for the list, you got the Condemn Engine with Cutthroat, enabling your enhance to only cost 2. Iron Forge right hand to turrets. Judith, of course. The Leader Shield at enhance 6 is like the most relevant part of the effect, making it meta, since you can defend against most of the combos in the meta. Then you got the Neutral Engine with Snow, being able to tutor one between Medic Angel, which tutors Goddess of Compassion to have an extra ramp going second. Or Neutral can also tutor Odin, which is good against matchups like Shadow. And then on top of that, you run a bunch of damage cards. So you have Lapis Lazuli that can go tutor Puppet Workouts to give +2/+2 to your storms, like Aimless Gunner. So you see, it's like a lot of combination of one-off cards that you kinda have to hit. But you can do easily 15 to 20 combo damage if you get combinations of this. My opponent was running Synthetic Heden for extra damage and heal. I didn't run it because it doesn't have an enhance and it's a bit awkward to place at turn 7 when you would normally just want to play Judith and go face. And I couldn't really figure out like what was the other card that was different from my deck, since like the list is so long. Look at this. Anyway, let's jump right into the game. So the opponent was Ramu from Team EXT, and it was a Mirror Nemesis. So getting second kinda sucks normally, unless you can hit the Goddess to ramp, and now you're the first one to have the Enhance 9 for Cutthroat. Goal of the Mulligan is mainly to just find Cutthroat, so only keep Asphalt, of course. And yeah, these are pretty late game cards, so I was not super happy, but you still get the 2 draws when going second. Pass turn 1 is normal. We find Cutthroat, but no point to play him. And it doesn't really show in the replay, but my opponent roped until turn 2 and eventually played nothing. I thought that meant he either adds Cutthroats, like 2 of them in hand, or maybe he had the tutor the right hand, but chose to not play it, to just have an answer to my 2/2s. There I top deck the Snow, and it's really crucial to start playing it in case you get the free drop, to make sure you have a Goddess for turn 4. So I play it instead of Asphalt. It's also kinda cool to know I already had Cutthroat, and no really point to hurry and play Asphalt. So very surprising Cutthroat. That does mean it doesn't have any of these early game, and he's just trying to contest the board. And it does mean that he has a second one, like I guessed. So there, of course, Medic Angel, go find the fusion card. There's a bit of a debate if you go face or trade. The problem is that if he has the right hand, it's enhance, deal 2 damage to everything. It will be able to fully trade, keep the Bane on the board. It could get a bit annoying. Ideally, I want to Goddess Fuse and evolve Cutthroat next turn, and not have to evolve Goddess just to remove a board. So in the end, I decide to trade. It's okay because we got a lot of heal too in the deck anyway, so I didn't see this to damage matter. So even more showing a brick hands with this too. Just trying to create some distraction. But there we can just go for a Goddess to have the ramp. We got the Asphalt as a target for Fuse. And we can just set up Cutthroat to have it on next turn. Very cool animation. I love the full animations they did for recent leaders. Of course, they set up their own Cutthroat. Problem is that I kinda have a whiteboard, and they didn't show that they could trade it, but they do reveal that they had the Iron Forged, so they can get the full clear. And they did tutor a cutthroat, so I know they have the third one in their hand. Of course, the bodyguard restores the health. So the little grind damage of 3 damage didn't really matter, but that's okay. From this position, I would like to keep the Judith for Storm if possible. It's important to set up Judith though, because you know that you're going to have to break multiple shields in the mirror match. So if you can start pushing early, it's a good thing. But I did decide to keep her, since I didn't have the second one. Just go for a bodyguard, see the draws. And from there, I think since I drew Lazuli, I know that Favor of Medicine can only tutor Judith. So I played him in order to make sure I have 2 Judith for turn 7, turn 6. Really making sure that we can get to turn 9 and trying to kill with Cutthroat and Lance. And then with 3 PP left, Antenita had nothing to copy actually, and we can always like tutor Cutthroat later. So I was like, yeah, we can just play Lazuli, have the workout ready. Even if I didn't really have Storm there, it was a good setup. So from there, the answer was second Iron Forged. This time cannot tutor anything, nothing left in the deck. A bit unlucky on the opponents to have found like the 3 Cutthroat and the 3 Iron Forge really close to each other. It's just going to cycle for a draw. From there, well, obviously it's time you can just play Judith, set her up, have the shield ready, do some damage. So there, I decide to... Oh yeah, I think I did a small miscalculation. I wanted to tutor the Cutthroat, but I just played Lazuli, so I shuffled back 2 Radiant Artifacts. So I no longer have no duplicates in the deck, so I couldn't tutor Cutthroat. It's still cool for the clear, but a small approximation on my side. So there, because I drew a neutral card with this to have extra damage, I did consider copying it. You draw first, of course. And then it was between copying Smiting Shower or Fallen Shot. But in this matchup, we don't really play any wards. And like, Smiting is technically 2 PP against Fallen Shot, that's 3 PP. So I went for Smiting. Hoping that if the board is left, I could maybe aim for a double Smiting kill. We'll have to see. They do get the full clear with just this card. Pretty good card, by the way. Tutoring of Judith. They couldn't do that on previous turn. And just setting up a ward. So this is a draw. I let you pause if you want. Pause the video if you want to see what's at play. And so first reflex would be to think you just play Cruiser, you banish all followers, and you have the discard 2, you can try to aim for Judith. But it's actually lethal there. You play the top deck Storms. With the 6 PP you can play Monolith. This guy basically, he self-evolves, he draws 1, and basically translate it at get +1 PP. It's just like 1 roam for 1 turn. But that's crucial, because now we are back on 7 PP. We can play Smiting Shower for 5 damage. Amaterasu gets 1 heal, but that's okay. And we have the workout for the win. Exactly 12, and we add the Evo for 19 total. And that's how it went. So, turn 7, actually it's a turn 7 lethal, it's pretty rare in the mirror. So I was happy to pull it off in the first match, giving the team an extra edge. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment if you did. Rehab the channel to start growing up, preparing for Worlds Beyond. And we are playing in the playoff for DSAL in 2 weeks, so I will give you a tune on that. definitely watch the stream. It will be super fun, and we just love this format. It's really cool to play, and it's really interesting to watch. Thanks for watching.